Hello everyone, here is another video with OrgTube channel. In this video, I'm going to explain IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes. I'm going to start to explain how we can name alkanes by this simple example. The first step is to identify the parent chain or longest chain. And it is very obvious that this chain, it is our longest chain. After identifying the longest chain or parent chain, we need to numbering the atoms in this chain. I need to start with numberings from left side because from left side we are closer to the branch or to our substituent. This is a general rules. In general, we would like to have the lower numbers in the name of alkanes, and we start at the beginning of the side is closer to the branches. Right now, we have a chain of carbon, 6 carbon, and on carbon 2, we have a CH3 group. The name for CH3 group is methyl, and the methyl group, it is on carbon 2. After name of branch or substituent, we have to write the name of parent chain. The parent chain has 6 carbon, and the alkane with 6 carbon name is hexane. So the name of this molecule is 2-methylhexane. Let's have more example. Here is the next example. We know that this intersection and endpoints, they are carbons. Knowing this, it's very obvious that this is our parent chain and we have 7 carbon in this chain. To make it easier, I'm going to change the color for parent chain. We have to start to numbering the parent chain, and from right side it is closer to the first substituent, and here are the 7 carbons in our parent chain. This group is 1 carbon and the name for this group it is methyl again. So on carbon 3 we have methyl, and on carbon 4 we have 2 carbon. The name of a branch with 2 carbon, it is ethyl. So on carbon 4 we have ethyl. Please keep in mind that the name of this substituent methyl and ethyl came from the name of alkanes, methane and ethane. So they are the alkyl groups. To write the name of alkane, we need to cite the substituent in alphabetical order. Ethyl starts with E and methyl starts with M, so our priority is ethyl. So the name of this compound starts with ethyl. So first we write 4-ethyl, after that 3-methyl, and then the name of parent chain 7 carbon, it is heptane. Here is the IUPAC name for this alkane. Here is the next example. First we need to find the parent chain, and it seems this is our parent chain. Then this time when I want to numbering the parent chain, I need to start from left side because on carbon 2 I have a substituent. And if I start from right side, the first substituent will be number 3. So our priority is starting from left side. For writing the name of this compound, on carbon 2 and our carbon 5 we have methyl group. So on carbon 2 and 5 we have 2-methyl group. Then we write dimethyl. On carbon 4 we also have an ethyl group, and between methyl and ethyl has priority based on the alphabetical order. Please keep in mind that we don't take a look to this prefix, di, tri, tetra. We take a look to the name of substituent for alphabetical order. So the name of this molecule is 4 ethyl, then 2 and 5 dimethyl. After that, we have the name of parent chain, heptane. Here is the next example, and at the beginning we may think this is our parent chain, but this is not true. This chain, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 carbon. But we can find another chain with more number of carbon. Going to root this group or that group is the same, so I just choose the left one. This chain has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 carbon. So this is our parent chain. Now we need to numbering the parent chain. If I start from here, the third carbon is the first substituent. And if I start from here, the second carbon has a substituent. So we need to start from left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. On carbon 2, on carbon 3, and on carbon 5, I have methyl group. So the name of this compound is 2, 3, 5. Then because we have 3 methyl, it's trimethyl. And again, our parent chain has 7 carbon. So heptane. Here is the next example. We need to identify the parent chain. This chain, it has 8 carbon. This chain, it has also 8 carbon. But this chain, it has 9 carbon. So this is our parent chain. Then let's write the name for this compound. From here, 1, 2, 3, and from here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to start from right side because we have lower number for our substituent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 carbon in our parent chain and we have 3 substituents. When we have 3 carbon and attachment is from the middle one, the name of this group is isopropyl. And the name of these two groups, we already know it's methyl. In alphabetical order, we take a look to I for isopropyl, not to the P. So between I and M for methyl group, our priority is isopropyl. So on carbon number 6, we have isopropyl group. Then on carbon 3 and 5, we have 2 methyl groups. So dimethyl, and the name of parent chain, 9 carbon, the name for alkane with 9 carbon is nonane. Here is the next example. The longest chain we can find in this molecule is this chain. And we have 10 carbon in this chain. So let's see how we can write the name of this compound. From here, the second carbon have a substituent, and from left side, the fourth carbon. So we need to numbering the chain from right side. We have 3 different groups on this parent chain. We have again one isopropyl group, we have an ethyl group, and we have also 3 methyl group. So ethyl, isopropyl, and methyl. We need to start with ethyl group based on the alphabet. So 7 ethyl. Then between isopropyl and methyl, We have isopropyl first, 6 isopropyl. Then we have trimethyl on carbon 2 and 5 and 5. Because we have two groups on 5, we need to mention 5 two times in our name. So on carbon 2, 5, and 5, we have trimethyl group. So trimethyl. And the name of parent chain with 10 carbon is decane. So this is the name of this compound. This example is different from the other ones. I need to explain two more rules for naming of this compound. The first problem with this compound is we have two parent chain. One of the parent chain is this one. We have 10 carbon, and the other parent chain is this chain with 10 carbon again. We have two chain with 10 carbon, and we need to make decision which one should be our parent chain. Here I showed these two chain with yellow and green, and we would like to know which one is our parent chain. When we have two chain with same number of carbon, our decision is based on the number of branches on each chain. In the green chain, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 branches. And on yellow chain, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 groups. We always choose the chain with larger number of substituents because it makes it easier for naming of the molecule. So we don't consider the yellow chain for naming of this compound, and we use the green chain. And here is the second issue we have. When I want to numbering this chain, from right side, the third carbon, it has a branch, and from left side, it's the same. So the first group, they have same position. Because we cannot make decision based on the first group, then we need to move to the second group. Here on carbon 4 from left side, we have a propyl group, but on the right side there is no group. So we make decision based on the second group. So I have to numbering the chain from left side. We have three different group on this parent chain. We have three of methyl group, we have ethyl group, and we have a group with 3 carbon, but the attachment is not like isopropyl. This group name is propyl. So let's name this compound propyl, ethyl, and methyl. We need to start with ethyl group. So 5 ethyl. Then on carbon 3, 6, and 8, we have methyl group. So 3 and 6 and 8 trimethyl. Then on carbon 4, we have propyl group. And at the end, we have the name of parent chain, decane. And here is the last example. We need to find the longest chain. This chain, it has 9 carbon, but this chain, it has 10 carbon. We also have an issue in this molecule. We have a group on the parent chain, we don't know what is the name. So I'm going to explain how we have to name a substituent when we don't know the name for that. Let's see how we can write the name for this molecule. So in this molecule, the parent chain is green. If I start from here, the second, third, and fifth carbon, it has substituent. And if I start from left side, The second and the third carbon, it's similar and they have substituent. But on fifth carbon, we don't have any substituent. So we need to continue the blue numbers, not the white ones. So we actually made a decision based on the third group. The first and second groups on both ends of the chain, they are on the same positions. So we have 4 methyl groups here, 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 and here. So one part of the name for this molecule is 2, 3, 8, and 9 tetramethyl. But here is our problem. We don't know what is the name of this substituent. When we don't know the name of substituent, we can name it based on the IUPAC rules again, like the way we name the alkanes. The parent chain is the longest chain, and the number 1 is always the attach point to the parent chain. So this is number 1. So we don't go the long chain like this. Number 1 or parent chain is a start from the attach point to the parent chain. Then this is the second carbon and this is the third carbon. So on carbon 1 and on carbon 2, we have methyl group. 1 and 2 dimethyl. Then the parent chain is 3 carbon, but we don't say propane because this is not an alkane. This is an alkyl group. So instead of propane, we write propyl because it is a group, it's not a molecule. And because we want to separate the name of these yellow groups from the rest of the name, we put it in parentheses. So on carbon 5, we have this big group and its name is 1 and 2 dimethyl propyl. And regarding the alphabet, we take a look to the parent chain of that alkyl group. So we have methyl here and we have propyl here. So when we want to write the name of this compound, we should start with methyl group first. So the name is 2,3,8 tetramethyl. Then we have the name of this group 5 parentheses 1 and 2 dimethyl propyl. Then the name of parent chain with 10 carbon is decane. This is the name of this molecule. Thank you for watching this video. You may want to subscribe to this channel to watching more video.